And welcome to WRPB and WRPB Studios. Those of you who have been with me a long time and seen the different sets I had and all the stuff that I had and know that I'm a hoarder, know that I love to shop for things that you don't find everywhere. And I got to tell you, the young lady sitting next to me has the perfect place to do that, and it's called the Gypsy Queen.
It is.
Why?
So I kind of had, my very first husband gave me this, I don't know what you want to call it, nickname, I guess,
Okay.
as Gypsy. And it just kind of stuck. And when I started my new business in Colorado several years ago, I just kind of came up with, the Gypsy Queen. Let me just go back to kind of that memory,
Right.
and bring that memory
Why
back.
give it away? Why
Yeah.
get rid of it?
Yeah, so I came up with that, and it worked really well, and just kind of stuck. I closed it in Colorado, and then when I ended up moving here to Florida, had the opportunity to reopen it here, and I just kind of changed it up a little bit. So yeah.
Okay, so what is the Gypsy Queen?
So the Gypsy Queen is basically a shop that has very unique items. We do estate items. We will help liquidate people's estates, short-term move outs, things like that, where we will basically buy out their whole entire estate. We also do very select consignments. And then some small business liquidations. We've helped liquidate some small businesses.
When I found, because I was big into auctions and estate sales
Yeah.
and garage sales and thrift stores.
Mm-hmm.
But what I learned is really interesting. If I wanted to have an estate sale, I could walk away losing money.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Okay? So you just said you did estate stuff. What's the difference?
Well, I don't do estate sales.
Okay.
What I do is outright purchases of the estates.
Okay, so you'll go, some, God forbid, passes away. You'll go to the house and you'll, I guess, through your own intelligence, appraise what's there
Correct.
and say, all right, I'm going to give you $2,000 for everything.
Okay.
Is that how you work it?
Basically, yes. Yes.
And then you come in and you have everything moved out?
Yeah, we leave it broom swept. We don't haul away garbage or anything like that, but we broom sweep it to the point where people walk in, and my clients have walked in the past when it was completed and just said, "Oh my Lord, I can't believe you did this. Thank you."
It's interesting because sometimes things that we think would make us money cost us money.
True.
Let's get into your place. So right now, in your place, what's your favorite item?
My favorite item in my place right now is an 1880s Belgian Bible chest that's about 5 feet tall, 4 feet wide.
Wow.
And has a relief carved across the front of the 3 cabinets that were actually, it's like a 3D carving, and it's actually of the original owners of the house from the 1880s.
Wow.
And that's where they would put their special items, their Bibles, their important things in there, and that's my favorite piece.
How do you, okay, so you come into a house to do an estate thing, how do you know what the values are of these things?
Experience.
Okay.
And then the internet.
Yep. The blessing and the curse.
Exactly.
The internet is, well, you just said that piece is like 5 foot by 4 foot. So does size matter?
No.
Okay, so it could be a big piece, a
Yeah.
heavy piece. What about, do you do jewelry?
We do jewelry, we do artwork, we do, my store's a little eclectic. We've even gone into the realm of bringing in local artists and local crafters. So we even have like handmade soaps and handmade jewelry and custom artwork that's been done in there.
Well, here's the problem. You were invited in by one of my people who work with me. And I have been hearing about your place for a while now. And I have been saying to this person who we both know, ironically, it's a small world, I'm coming up there and you're taking me to the store. And I have not been able to make it. I take care of my mom, and I run a business. But now, I call this a God wink.
Yes.
Okay, telling me, all right, Wayne, get off your butt, find a time, get up there, and go to the store. It's probably great. Do you have hours? I mean, you open. What are your
Right.
hours?
We are open Wednesday through Saturday. Wednesday through Friday, we're 10 to 5.
Okay.
And then Saturdays, we're 10 to 1.
Okay, so
And we
Mondays
also do
and
by appointment.
Mondays and Tuesdays, I guess you're out looking at stuff and
Mm-hmm.
bringing in stuff. How many people work in your store?
I have myself and one other person who works there.
And the reason I brought that up is, I asked you how do you know what you're buying and how to price it, and you said experience.
Mm-hmm.
So the person that works there has that same experience.
She does have a lot of the experience, but I do the pricing.
Okay, you
I
do the pricing. Okay, and you're there probably almost all the time anyway.
I am.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know what it's like having a business owner. Okay,
Yeah.
people don't understand what being an entrepreneur is.
You live and breathe it.
Okay, so basically we make about $1.17 an hour.
Pretty much.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it's 24/7 for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my birthday was a week and a half ago, whatever, and I went to Benihana's
Nice.
for dinner. And in Benihana's they sit 8 at a table. Well, I ended up selling video. This guy who does insurance, he wants me to do a bunch of videos for him. On my birthday at 9 o'clock at night, there we talking about, because you're just talking with people. Oh my God, I need video. I know, it's like, my wife is looking at me going, like, really? It's your birthday. Can't you just stop? What? No, you can't. As an entrepreneur,
No.
you cannot stop.
No.
Which is really kind of crazy.
Yeah.
What do you like taking in? What's your favorite items to take in? Like,
I like small items, unique items, things that are not what you find everywhere else.
right.
Like we did an estate recently, and the woman was a world traveler, and so we were able to bring in, a variety of different little things that she had collected, as she traveled Europe.
Is it people? Because I mentioned, someone passes away and you're doing a estate sale, but it's not always that way.
No, it's downsizing
Right.
or moving to another, part of the country or out of the country, or somebody's literally, wants to go on an adventure and they're going to sell everything, So you just never know. It's not always, does not always have to be that somebody has passed away.
Or someone's going to a nursing home.
Right. And then we also do, like some small businesses if they want to liquidate some items or if they're closing for retirement sales or something, and it's something that works within our realm of items, then we'll work with them to liquidate as well.
Okay. How often do you get new items?
Every day.
Okay.
Every day.
And do you go to yourself, where am I going to put this stuff? This is great stuff. Where am I
Yes,
going to put it?
Yes, yeah. I have we're just under 1,000 square feet right now. We're trying to expand, and that's one of my spots. I have 2, so it's actually about 2,000 square feet, plus multiple storage units. So we have a lot of items.
So if I come in and basically, if one of you guys says, hey, you know what, I'm looking for a 6-foot high wood giraffe, I would come and ask you. It might not specifically be in your place, but you might have it in one of your storage units.
Yes, exactly. And then I have discovered a new thing on my phone. I have an iPhone. Don't know if it's the same for all. You can send me a message and say, I am looking for, let's say, a dresser. And give me your size. And if you put that in text, I can, when I get new dressers in, I can type in dresser at the top of my messages, and everybody that is looking for one is then there, and then I can just send out a group text that says just received in, send it off on my way.
That's excellent.
So
So
it works well.
technology really is a blessing
Oh, yeah.
for your industry now.
Absolutely.
Because you can go and take a picture of an item and always have it,
Mhm.
and someone can, whether you had an iPhone or didn't, but someone can say to you, hey, I want a 6-foot wood giraffe, and you can go and take a picture and you can send it right to them.
Exactly.
And I know, because we just met today, so do you ship?
I do. Actually, I have a very active eBay account
Okay.
as well. That right now I think we have somewhere in the neighborhood of 700 items on there.
Wow.
And I ship out virtually every day.
So eBay alone has got to be a job in itself,
It is.
because when you're not working on mass-produced items on a whole.
Right.
So when you sell that 6-foot wood giraffe, the only reason I say is because I have one. And it's just right when you walk in the door. So it's just in my mind. When you sell that wood giraffe, you have to take it off your eBay.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to take it out of your stock.
Right.
Interesting. What are the price ranges on the low end?
So we literally have things that start at like $2-3 in the shop.
Okay.
And go up to, I think my most expensive item right now is about $2,500, and that is a early 19th century original gas light from a ship.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, from England. Yes.
You know, we spoke about this Bible cabinet, which is old.
Mm-hmm.
This land is any of your stuff like newer? I mean, new stuff?
Yeah, we have such a variety. I mean, we have old, new, everything in between. You know,
That's
we're
pretty
not
good.
specifically antiques. We're not specifically modern. Things we don't have is we don't have, modern, like, desks that would be perhaps, laminate or things like that. We
You're talking
try
about
to keep...
something that you buy, it's
No
at
IKEA.
Staples.
No IKEA,
Right,
no
no IKEA,
Staples.
right.
Yeah, we try to keep it, more, the things that we sell within the shop are, quality
Mm-hmm.
at a great price.
And it's interesting because I tell this to people all the time. Just because someone had it before you doesn't take away its value.
No.
Okay?
No.
Especially in jewelry.
Right.
Okay? I have bought tons of stuff at pawn shops and auctions and stuff of jewelry. You wouldn't know where it came from. It's a piece of jewelry.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
When I started the company, I told you everything was from garage sales, thrift stores.
Right.
And everybody loved this stuff because
Right.
it didn't. No one knew that that's where it came from, and nobody cared.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you do clothes?
We do not do clothing in the shop. We do on our eBay, but not within the shop at all.
Okay. Yeah, and it's interesting because you only got so much room. Okay. So I guess if you did clothing and you really wanted to do it, you'd have to have a dressing room, and it would be way too much for you to do. What's the future of the company?
Expanding, perhaps purchasing our own building so that we can start saving money instead of paying somebody else
on the storage
rent.
units.
And
Plus
exactly.
on your storage units.
Exactly.
Because
So-
that's merchandise that can sell.
Right.
And kind of like food, we buy with our eyes.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we impulse buy when we see something we like. And if we
Right.
can't see it,
Exactly.
we won't buy it. All right, we're getting to the top of our time. How do people find you? You have a website?
Yes, I do. It's the gypsyqueenredesign.com.
Okay, a phone number for the store?
Is 303-667-7520.
And where are you located?
We're located at 1110 Old Dixie Highway in Vero Beach, just about half a block south of 12th Street.
Everybody, you got to check out some of the stuff. Though I have never been there, we have a common person that we know who sent me a bunch of pictures, okay, when she was there, because that kind of store excites me and I like that. So I will make sure that I make a trip up there and tell you about it when I get back. I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Everybody have a great day and we'll be right back.